Так, ну ладно. Поехали дальше. Продолжаем наши приключения. Угу, кровотечение. Немедленно перевязать. Или истечешь кровью и умрешь. Нас приютил мельник. Надо бы расплатиться с ним. Ах, какие тут интересные ребята. Так, мне сказали, что мне можно поесть. Так, я не могу двигаться. В сундучке лежало все мое добро. Пора одеваться. Вархорс Гамбизон. Это чего такое? Удобный рыцарский гамбизон. А это из предзаказа, что ли? Ну, ничего себе. Зачем нужны кольца? Вымыться бы где-нибудь. Топор я унести не смог, так? $29 грошей накопил. Нормально. Карта сокровищ. Что тут вообще? Нюхов. От Нюхофа. Ладно, понял. Ратрей. Так, что можно съесть? Пища. Я бы продавал все это дело. Но старые яблоки можно и съесть. Сушеные грибы, сушеный сухофрукт. Насколько нас накормят лепешки? Сладкая лепешка из муки и яиц. Энергия. Питательность 9. очередной раз попытаемся ограбить мельника. Я прям совсем перегружен. Мне бы надо к торговцу. Шкура кабана. Помню, у меня был заказ на шкуры кабана. Приготовить яблоко. Что я приготовил из яблока? Печеное яблоко. Питательность 3, целебное действие 2. Ага, питательность увеличилась. Ладно, надо найти торговца. Поговорить с мельником, сказать ему спасибо за спасение. Оценим мельницу. Здесь, наверное, муки должно быть куча. А где, собственно, жернова? Где сам мельник? Ага, водяная мельница. Здорово, здорово. Куда он делся? А, умыться. Вроде чистый. Тереза.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Овен. Ну вот ты где.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
Да, конечно, согласен.
Prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Та-дам.
Hey!
Мне бы не помешал торговец. Да, нехило меня занесло. Ну что ж, прогуляемся. Я пока не могу бегать. Нужно сложить вещи. Кстати, дубина. Шнапс. Ладно, будем посмотреть. Дубина. По сравнению с тесаком. Дубина ударное оружие, 33 ударом. Все-таки, наверное, тесак. Так, какие-то способности дополнительные нужны для тесака. Минимальная ловкость 3. Минимальная сила 2. Минимальная ловкость 1. А у меня ловкость 2. Как повысить ловкость? Минимальная сила 1. Усиливает ваше красноречие, когда вы торгуетесь. Эмпатия. Ладно, подождем. Общий. Странник. Чем лучше постель... Нет, это фигня какая-то. Лазутчик. Также увеличивает на 10% вероятность уклонения. Запах мужика. Аскет. Еще один легкий сундук. Ну что ж. Потратил все отмычки. Да. Погнали, осмотримся. А что там насчет лопаты? Заплатить мельнику пешеку за лечение. Достань кольцо мертвеца, достань лопату. Лопата. О, лопата. Зайдем-ка сюда. Ох, я. Да туда не заберешься. Ну что ж, пойдем тогда достанем кольцо мертвеца. Пешком оно как-то немного уныло ходить. Что это такое? Купальня? Лошадка. Нехилая такая, с орешками.
What's life like in Rattay?
Life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict, but just. Thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzig, so you don't see no one attacking us.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
Это да.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wives' tales, but I heard truly terrible things.
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Искупаться и одежду мою постирайте. И раны залечить.
Actually, never mind.
Куча зелий. Колыбельное зелье немедленно усыпляет человека, который его выпьет. Неплохо. Зелье лазаря. Бычья кровь. Пора начинать продавать. Вино. Отличное вино. Его употребление может привести к веселью, песням, пены и болтовне. Мне практически нечего и продавать. Ладно. Эдена.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
What's life like in Ratai?
Life is good here. Even better if them damn refugees would only vanish.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with him?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred. The filthy heathens.
On the way.
Hey! Lord Almighty!
Замки, замки, замки. Везде замки. Кровать. Сеновал. Ладно, сваливаем отсюда. В купальнях не особо интересно. Но будем знать, что у нас здесь. Нет, нет, нет. Пиркштайн. Что за свет?
What do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Да, не вопрос. Мясо бы надо быть.
Hey, is someone there? Hey! Be a bit more careful.
Ладно, мне здесь не рады. Как пройти через лес? Там есть дорога в обход. Но я думаю, можно и на гору забраться. Хряки. что это за место? С мечом. Палач.
Who are you?
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a convict, and this convict was a family man. He left 3 young children, and I thought it might ease their hearts if I gave them the ring their father had on him in his final hour. I'm sure you wouldn't bury him with such a valuable thing.
Children, you say? You're right, I do have the ring. But actually, it's a worthless bauble. You can have it for a few groschen.
Она прям у него. Он снимает их перед похоронами. Отлично. Ну, ладно.
It's a deal.
Here it is.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
Что-то, мне кажется, это не оно. Ну и куда он мог его закопать? Это что вообще? Коряги. Где он их закапывает? Вернуться, что ли, к этому? Чё-то, мне кажется, это не то кольцо.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Wojciech, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell it to just anyone.
Нормально.
Stolen goods. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not a thief.
Can you tell me...
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sassa?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again. Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding it. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be heard in Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once. Hey! Welcome, Henry. Hey! Are you...
Да, опять не справился. Блин. У меня проблемы с этими звуками.
Damn!
Ну что за дела?
hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll...
Maybe another time.
Да что ж такое-то, серьезно?
Be a bit more careful. Are you serious?
Ладно, понял. Еще один кожевенник. Уже вечер. Надо поспать. Так, это еще дрыхнет.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
Ладно, пока можно сгонять до того парня. Которому нужно отдать кольцо. Ёлки-палки. Ничего себе тут мест. Так, это, насколько я понял, недалеко. Можно здесь попробовать перейти через остров. Все спят. Странно. Должны вставать с рассветом. О, коровенка. И тебе привет. Это кто такой?
What is it?
I'd like to challenge you to a duel, sir. A little amicable combat.
Why would I want to fight you?
Ad honorem, friend. For honor. For the thrill of combat.
if that's how you look at it.
So, shall we cross swords?
That sounds interesting. But what shall we fight for?
Ah, so chivalry alone is not enough to tempt you.
No, sir. I'm drawn to more, glittering bait.
I see. Well, why not? Let us make it more interesting, then. I'll tell you what. I have a fine suit of armor, a horse and a sword I won at dice. The horse and sword I can use, but the armor doesn't fit me well. I'll bet a piece of armor against a reasonable sum of groschen.
I don't have that much coin on me.
You're the one who wants a wager, friend. I'm still willing to fight you for honor alone, if you so wish.
Я думаю, позже. Сейчас я не особо готов.
Sorry, I don't have time for it.
No matter. My apologies for keeping you. Godspeed.
Не хотелось бы сейчас терять все здоровье на странствующего рыцаря. Так, верной ли дорогой мы идем? Похоже на то.
Hey, my man. Care for a little contest?
Ты кто такой?
How about a small wager, my good man?
That depends. A wager over what?
It's simple. I tell you a riddle. If you solve it, you get back twice the sum you wager. If you don't, I get to keep your coin.
Ну, чё понятно.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Now, listen carefully. In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
Can you repeat that?
Certainly. In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
Three.
Is the correct answer. While the wind blows out 3, 7 burn
No,
out completely
даже
overnight.
да.
So the next day, only those 3 can be rekindled. Well, what can I do? Here's your 10 groschen. Spend them as best you can. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime.
We may well do so. Thank you.
Загадочник, загадочник. Если ваш противник покидает битву бегства, можете догнать, схватить его и развернуть, что даст вам шанс его добить.
Be a bit more careful. Jesus, look.
А что за гнездо? Шишки. Сосновые шишки. Что вообще это за место? Отмычек-то и нет. Ну ладно, продолжим путь. Осталось-то не очень далеко. Нет. Там-пам-пам-пам-пам. Что-то, мне кажется, это создатели оставляли здесь свои имена. Ты кто такой?
Hey!
Это поле? Топкая грязюка. Дамба. Это что за канава? Блин, не перепрыгнул. Так, а что-то у этого товарища здесь все сломано. Дрыхнет, зараза.
Good day to you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the? Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're, properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could, store them for you. And you'll get some coin for taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
Do you need help with anything?
Just in time. There is a certain matter I need resolving. I have some scores to settle with the commander of the Talmberg Guard, and I want to get my own back. You may have heard that Sir Robard of Talmberg is a stickler for having all his gear neat and tidy.
The commander of the guard? Sir Robard? I'm already confused. Just tell me what I need to do.
It's like this. I want you to break into the Talmberg armory and steal a few Waffenrocks with the coat of arms on them.
Ah, and once Sir Robard finds some of his guardsmen's equipment is missing...
He'll see to the commander of the guard, who's the only one with keys and answerable for their safekeeping. When Robard finds out he's losing things from under his nose, he'll have him whipped. And I'll get what I'm after. Satisfaction. Take at least 5 Waffenrocks to make it a proper stink.
Consider it done. What am I to do with the Waffenrocks once I have them?
I'll burn them to get rid of the evidence. Just make sure you don't get caught.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
Блин, за все это денег надо платить.
Well, I'll think it over.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Там-пам-пам. А что я, собственно, украл-то? Кожаный колет. Да, мне практически нечего продавать.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure. Why not?
Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
People.
Ничего себе, здесь замок. Пойдемте по этой дороге. Ты кто такой?
Bring it on. You'll get what.
Отходим, 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 отходим. Так, у меня проблема. Давай, давай, сражайся. Жестко.
Not a good move. I'm gonna destroy this. Jesus! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Давай, держись. Перевязаться. Срочно перевязаться. Вот это я попал. Блин, где это? Тряпки. Применить. 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 Принять. Принять. Еще тряпок. Применить. Я снял кровотечение. Блин. Кошмар. Здесь рогалик, что ли? Да, я сильно пострадал. Денег Опыта у них почти не было. Топор был неплохой. Дубина. Топор. 23, 22. Выкинул бы я эту дубину. Дойду ли я в таком состоянии? Что это за статы? Состояние, сытость, здоровье. Ранение в туловище. Если ты не будешь осторожен, у тебя может открыться кровотечение. Да, нормально, они так придумали. Сделать засаду. Пойдем по берегу. Я просто никакущий. Эх, да, с тем мечом бы их очень быстро разделал. А так. И не испугались же они. Так, почти дошел. сюда.
God be with you, Henry.
Да, здоровье поднимется, но ненадолго. Чуть не умер. Чуть не умер.
God be with you.
Would you happen to have any work for me?
Of course I would. And, surprise, surprise, it's the ring.
Like last time?
Properly done this time. Proper hard work. And who else to set the task to than you? The ringleader, so to speak. The thing is, one of the rich townsmen left his ring behind the last time he went to the baths for some wenching. Too drunk to see it, no doubt. And now he wants it back, and the baths deny all knowledge.
Why not turn to the bailiff?
Why not? Because he doesn't want anyone to know about his bathhouse visits. And the girls in the baths are wary of selling the ring in case the bailiff does start looking for it after all. So we'll make life easier for them. What do you say?
Consider it done. Provided I get something out of it.
Don't worry. You won't be left short. The ring's hidden in the chest in the bathhouse madam's chambers. Come right back with it once you have it.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right.
Да. Вот это правильно. Что-то дороговато выходит. Ноль 37,5, 0,5, 0,4. Ладно, пусть их будет 3. Все равно много. Ну ладно, возьмем. Инвестиции в отмычки нормальные инвестиции.
What about this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, that would do it.
Надо зайти к кожевеннику.
You've an honest trade. How come you got mixed up in crime?
Evil times. The harvest failed, and there was no grain to mill, and a child to feed on top of it all. I had no choice. And meanwhile, the lords in the castle and the monks in the monastery stuffed their craws to bursting. Where's the justice in that?
So you took justice into your own hands, is that it? And now you take whatever you need?
Pull your head out your arse, Henry. Take a good look around you. Wars come and go, but nothing really changes. It's the poor that do the dying, and the nobles who reap the rewards. We have to survive somehow, so why concern ourselves with morals?
Would you teach me something about the milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen.
Разве мы не на мельнице?
Henry, I'm glad you came. How are you, Henry? I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you, and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable. But also, of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out. Carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try. First, you have to... Try stealing... Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
Why are you
Try it again.
sneaking about like a ghost?
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. First, you have to try stealing. I'll stand here. First, you have. Once you've found, try
Да,
stealing my.
жестко, жестко, жестко. Я так понимаю, ты набиваешь секунды. Сколько ты сможешь грабить?
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard.
И после этого
Try it again.
пытаешься что-то вынуть.
I'll stand here and first you have to try stealing.
Ну как выйти-то? Вытащить.
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you! If this was for
До
real, I'd be
выхода
yelling
надо
for a guard.
обратно. До
Try it
выхода,
again.
точно, точно.
Caught you! I'll once.
Блин, мужик, мне очень сложно владеть твоим искусством. Не сказал бы, что я самый проворный парень на свете. Фух.
I hear you're able to open locks.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right, but it'll.
У меня нет таких денег.
Maybe another time.
I've got some goods here.
All right.
меня шкуры все с собой. Может, хотя бы книги. Шнапс, кстати, шнапс. Ладно, погнали торговаться.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
Agree?
Close. Drop the price a bit more, and we'll shake on it. All right, so.
Шкуры. Ей же их и впарить можно. А где сам кожевенник?
What's life like in Ratai?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armorer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Agree?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Are we agreed?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Very well. I agree. hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Угу.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Да ладно, можем сбросить. Начнем с 55.
Is this enough?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Угу.
Agreed. Now listen up.
Так, и что же это означает? Навыки. Вскрытие замков. Весна. Так, ну что, я поспал до ночи и выдвинулся бы за кольцом. Прочитать их еще раз. Это что за город? Ротай. Нюхов, Ротай. А мы сейчас где? Ровно скалится. Ротая. Ага. Через мельницу. А, неплохо, кстати. По этой карте можно и прогуляться. Это же совсем недалеко. Ладно. Поехали грузиться. Крабовики бы надо съесть. А то портится. Свежесть 26. Ладно, погнали. Можно же снять с себя. Снять с себя кольчугу. Бацинет. Снять щит. Это привлекает шум. Прочность, заметность. Уже спать все идут. Инвентарь. Что, я отравился, что ли? Усиление. Пищевое отравление, блин. Ладно, пройдет, наверное. Больше не есть рогалики. О, прошло отравление. Неужели? Нифига не видно. Есть. Начнем, пожалуй, с легкого. Я бы вообще вот в этом месте как раз выпил бы шнапса. Поехали. Что за ключ я стырил сейчас? Есть. Неплохо. Я думаю, этого хватит. Так, а теперь осторожно сваливаем. Ночная операция выполнена. Ничего себе. Утро же. Что-то все спят. Где мельник?
No, let me sleep.
Why are you waking me? Go away. I'm glad to see you.
I have that ring for you.
Excellent. They'll be hopping mad at the baths once they find out. Here's your reward. And don't turn it all into drink.
55 грошей.
Any chance of some more work for me?
For you? Always. A friend of mine asked me to help him get back some disputed land from his neighbor.
You've become an officer of the law, is that it?
A likely turn of events. No, I'm pleased to say this is good old-fashioned stealing. There's a deed of sale for that land, not quite in his favor. So it would be a fine thing if it went missing.
Very well. Where do I need to liberate it from?
From the bailiff himself. Ha! You should see the face you're pulling. I never said it would be easy. The deed is supposed to be at the rat house somewhere. On the table, among the other parchments. You'll need to sneak in and then find it.
I'll manage somehow.
That I don't doubt. And you needn't doubt your reward.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Почему он не может его взять? Ладно, сначала посмотрим, что у нас есть. Для почтенной женщины. Будет разговаривать с лестницы.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Да, мужик, мне нужны отмычки. Не стал торговаться. Потому что был на лестнице. Я понял.
I've got some goods here whose owners...
All right.
let's talk about the price.
Sure. What?
Since it's you.
A nice sum. Just lower your demand.
Very well, I agree.
Нормальненько. Ништяк. Укради бумаги из ратуши. Ну ничего себе. Можно проверить карты сокровищ. Я думаю, я закончу на этом месте. Ладно. Всем пока.